Hello, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. It's Steven. So I got a new bag. I got a new rollerboard. When at work, when we sell snacks, beverages, that sort of thing on the aircraft, there's a tiny percentage of that we get in terms of points. And I can turn those points into lots of things. Prepaid gift cards for Visa. I turn them into Amazon gift cards. You can get them from Applebee's or wherever you want. You can buy bicycles, all sorts of stuff. But I always go for Amazon because there's always something on Amazon that I want. And if I turn it into a Visa debit card, I feel irresponsible. Spending money on frivolous things like a new piece of luggage I don't need. I have a rollerboard, which you guys have seen in one of my other videos. But I saw this bag at Macy's when I was walking through doing some window shopping recently. I saw this bag and I fell in love with it. And then I went on Amazon and saw that it was on Amazon cheaper than it was at Macy's. And so when I had another $100 available to me, I just added it to my cart and had it shipped. It's a, oh, I should probably tell you about the bag. This is it. I'm lifting it up. I could lift it up with like my thumb, a little teeny finger, because I'm super strong. No, I'm kidding. The bag weighs 6.7 pounds versus Travelpro that might weigh 10.5 or 11 pounds empty. So this is a fantastic bag in terms of weight. It's by Delsey, Paris. It's lightweight, but it's by no means fragile or delicate feeling. It definitely feels like it has a really good solid structure. So I don't overpack my bag anyway, so it doesn't weigh 50 pounds, but I can pack this really well and know that it will still be a manageable weight. So it's cool. So it's got this really soft handle up on top. Oh, I should have told you. So regular price on their website, regular price is $180. It's in their Sky Max collection, Sky Max. It's on sale on their website for half off. It's like $89 and change. On Amazon, it was I think 75 bucks on Amazon.com. And I had a $100 gift card, so I bought this, and one of the things I'm going to show you that I take on every single trip. So this is the suitcase. It has, like most suitcases, this is not groundbreaking in terms of pockets. Kinda. There's the top pocket here where I usually keep a whole bunch of stuff, but it is, I'm not sure if you can tell, it's super deep. This little pocket is really deep, and I can put anything I need to reach in a hurry, because I put the bag, see how light it is? I can turn it sideways with one hand. The bag goes in the overhead bin, wheels in first, so I could reach into this pocket and grab whatever. I'll probably keep, I'm an old lady. Lately, I went to the dollar store and I bought a whole bunch of crayons, packages of crayons, and some coloring books with some stickers to give kids when they have nothing to do on the aircraft, because parents bring kids on board with nothing to do, and then they get upset when the kids misbehave or, you know, start playing with the seat rest, the tray table or something. So I keep crayons and coloring books with me, and I'll probably put all of my crayons and stuff in here and those coloring books and stuff in here, because they do add room in my my tote. But that pocket right there, not unusual in its placement, but it is fairly unusual in its size. This zipper works really easily when this little plastic tabs holding this thing aren't there. But the pocket is fairly generous, lots of room. I could probably put the coloring books in here. If not here, they can go back here in this pocket, which is probably where I'll put them. It's a little gusseted pocket. I could put my announcement book in here, magazines, books, anything. But I just love this pocket back here. On the side, there is a pocket right here which Delsey says is a great spot for putting a bottle of water or something. I got plenty of bottles of water and lots of room in my bag. But in here, I plan on putting my hand lotion, hand sanitizer, odds and ends, lip balms, just odds and ends that I want to be able to reach for, that I don't want to clutter up in one pocket in my tote bag. Chargers, I don't know what I'll put in here, but it's a great pocket. So it's got this pocket, that pocket, this one, and it's got this, oh, so it expands. It expands like 2 inches. Yeah, right there. So it expands. The zipper for the expansion is color coded. And there is a, all right, that's the inside. So it's got a wet pocket down here. Can you see that? Down there. There's a wet pocket for my bathing suit. Stuff, places for flip-flops, shoes, and then there's this pocket, which takes up the whole front of the bag, like there. Can you see that? It's pretty deep, it's pretty big. So I would put my laptop in here and take it out of my tote bag, or this is where I'll put my trench coat, my work trench coat in the winter. I mean, yeah, in the winter when I have to carry it around. So the bag itself, oh, and the wheels are jumbo. They spin really nicely, and they're like silicone. So you're not going to hear me coming, because my old bag sounds like a pair of old roller skates. I just love the bag. The handle goes up nice and high. All right, so that's the bag. And I'm just about to pack for a 3-day trip. I leave tomorrow afternoon. And in packing for my trip, I realized that there were a handful of things that I take on every single work trip. And these aren't things that are required by my company, but they're things that I use for every single trip I go on. So I thought I'd give you a little tour of those objects, those things. So there's my suitcase. First, this is a cup, like a travel soup cup or soup mug or something. It's by Sistema. I bought it at TJ Maxx, I think for $3. It's got these really nice, secure locking things, silicone ring up on top, a little vent, so if I want to microwave it, so it vents. And inside, I just keep 4 packets of instant oatmeal. Like this hotel in Chicago doesn't offer us a free breakfast. It's discounted, but it's still like $12. So instead, I'll cut up the apple that every hotel seems to give us. Put that in here, I'll cut it up, and I'll put 2 of these envelopes of instant oatmeal, and it's delicious. Sometimes that's what I eat before I go to bed. Instead of making a whole meal, a whole dinner, I'll just make some oatmeal before bed. But, or I'll have a can of soup in my luggage, rather than fill up my lunch bag with a large can of soup that doesn't need to be refrigerated. So I use this cup every single trip, every single time. I'll make hot cocoa in it, I make soup in there, I make my oatmeal in there. I mean, I use it every single trip because it's like a little bowl. In fact, I'm on a cereal kick lately. That would be okay to eat cereal out of too, but whatever. All right, next thing that's always in my bag. This is always in my tote bag. This I bought at the Dollar General or the Dollar Store or the Dollar Tree, whichever one. It was in Florida. But before training, I bought this knowing full well I would need it. It's a bottle of caffeine. This is called Jet Alert, and I think I got this at the Dollar General. It is 200 milligrams of caffeine, and I took one. I was in the AM class during training, so we got to class at like 7 a.m. About 1, we got out at about 4. About 1 o'clock, I was about to put my head on the desk. One more slide presentation or PowerPoint presentation, I was going to fall asleep. So I would pop one of these, and it was just enough to get me through the rest of the day, get into studying, and then I would have a cup of coffee or something. But I take this with me every single trip because, you know, tomorrow I have like a 12-hour work day. I'm going to need this to get to our final destination without being so groggy. Or if I have a red eye, I need my caffeine. And airplane coffee, I can't do it. I just can't. It's gross. So I'll pop one of these, even with a Diet Coke. Yeah, I love me some caffeine. I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't smoke, I don't gamble, I do caffeine. All right, so my next thing is this little sleep mask. I think you've seen a couple of these things in former videos, but these are things I can't live without for work. So this is one of those little sleep masks that looks like a little bra, I'm assuming, because, you know, I don't have much experience with bras. But it has little cups so that your eyes don't get squished. The Velcro back here is really nice and smooth, so it's not going to catch on anything. And, you know, I used to use binder clips to close my hotel room curtains, but now I just pop this on. It's comfortable, my eyes aren't squished, and I'm sure that YouTube is going to choose this moment to select or suggest my thumbnail for my video. But I love this sleep mask. It blocks out everything. I get them at TJ Maxx. I have them in like 5 different colors. They're $4.99. I think the regular price for them in the stores, the regular stores, is like 12 bucks. It's by a company called Bucky, B-U-C-K-Y. Can you see that? I get them in all different colors. This is lasting really well. After about like 5 or 6 months, the edges start to kind of peel apart, and I buy a new one. I have not thrown it in the washing machine. I probably should. Not to be gross or anything, but that is necessary on a work trip. Extension cord. I had a momentary blank where I couldn't remember what this is called. So I think I've showed this to you in my what's in my rollabord video. You know, hotel rooms, some of them are just generous with electrical outlets, and some of them give you one, and it's always behind the microwave. So this is a 10-foot extension cord. It's fabric covered, which I think just makes it look nice, but it's really like wiry, so it folds and it doesn't go spilling and unraveling everywhere. So it stays nice and compact. I don't have to put an elastic band or anything on it, and it kind of bends back into shape when I'm done with it. So I use this on almost every single trip. I have a plug splitter, a multiplier, because I have to charge my cell phone, I charge my watch, I charge my the sled for my company issued device and my company issued device. So this has 3 outlets on it. I need 4 at least, so I put that splitter on here, and then I charge everything in one go with 1 outlet. Love it. If you go on your training, required item. All right, so those are some important things. Next, second to last, so this video will not go on forever. You've already seen this in my video about my lunch bags, the lunch bag comparison, but this is my Hot Logic Mini. I wanted it in black, but they ran out. I got it in blue. It's insulated. There is a little kind of a hot plate on the inside. You plug it in. I'm sure you've seen these on YouTube before. You plug it in, the plug kind of hides in the back. I unzip it, I fold this down flat, I put this inside the top of my lunch bag, and then I put snacks, granola bars, crackers and peanut butter, whatever inside here, and there's room along the side, at least in my Magecto bag, for other things, like a can of soup or whatever. So I throw this in the top section of my lunch bag. I love this. I even use this in my apartment. I use this at home sometimes. So when I get to the airport, to the hotel, I unpack my food from my lunch bag. I throw it in the fridge. I will put whatever meal I want in here. And then if I'm taking a nap, I'll have this ready for lunch or dinner, whatever it is. If I'm going to the pool, if I'm going to hang out by the pool or the hot tub, I'll plug it in, stick this in the room. And this can just sit there and stay hot and get hot for hours and hours and hours. And nothing's going to dry out, burn, go bad, whatever. I think it keeps everything at like 180 degrees. So perfectly safe. Some people cook like raw chicken in here. I'm not that ambitious yet. I might try it next week. But the Hot Logic Mini is a lifesaver, especially for those hotels that don't have microwaves in their room, or even if they do, like many of our hotels do have microwaves, but I don't like the way that my food turns out in a microwave either. Everything is just changed in texture, it's just weird, or there's frozen spots and then there's spots that are boiling. So throw your food in here. It does take a while. That's the only downside. If it's cold, the food might take a half hour, 40, 45 minutes. If it's frozen, solid, it might take 2 hours. But those 2 hours, I'm either sleeping, I'm at the gym, and then off to the hot tub or the jacuzzi or the pool, or I'm going out for an excursion. My next trip, not this one coming up, but the trip after that, I think I'm going to Baltimore for 26, 27 hours. So I'm gonna put whatever food I want in here before I leave the hotel, go into DC, have an excursion, have a great time, and come back to the hotel and have a really nice, hot, full meal ready in here. There's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube about how to cook in a Hot Logic Mini. One day I'll have the guts to try that. And the last thing I want to show you goes back to my bag. So, the bag that everyone seems to carry is a Travelpro. Yeah, Travelpro bag. And many of them, well, it's actually one series of them, has a J-hook, sort of a clip-in strap that has a hook at the bottom, so you can hang your lunch bag or your tote bag or something on the front of the bag. So it would hang from up here down the front with this hook that you could just drop your bag on. This bag, very few bags have anything like that. I'm sorry, the cord to my light got attached. So very few bags have any kind of hook built in to the bag. This one does not. I love the bag. It didn't have that hook. But I found a solution also on Amazon.com. Now I took the sticker off. It's called Link My Luggage. I'll keep that up for a minute because I'm not going to make a link in my description box. Link My Luggage. So go find that on Amazon.com. I'll show it to you and then I'll show you how to use it. So this is it. It looks like a necktie almost. So I'll use my Hot Logic Mini as an example because it has a handle. So when you want to hang your lunch bag or your tote bag or something off of your rollabord, you get your Link My Luggage. It's got this little buckle. Throw the buckle on your handle of your tote or whatever, right there. So you're at the airport, at the van. The shuttle's gonna pick you up. Let me pop my handle up. Oh, that's high. Then you just throw this. I should do this on the ground, but I want you to see it. And that just hangs off the front of your bag. And when you want to take it off, you can just slip it off the top, or you can unclip it. But so I get to the airport, I go to the hotel shuttle. Rather than unclip this, take the bag off, reclip it, I'm just going to slip this off the top of the bag carry this onto the shuttle, and then hand the driver my luggage. When I get to the hotel, the driver hands me my luggage. I just slip this over the handle of the bag and I'm off, you know? So super problem solver for those people who don't have a hook. I'm sorry, my shirt is riding up. For those people who don't have a hook on their bag, but do see the benefit of having something. My solution prior to this was something I got at, no surprise, TJ Maxx. It was this. I have two of these actually. So you would use this carbiner, stick that on the handle of your suitcase, and then use this little clip like this and clip that on the handle of your bag, and your bag would hang off of the handle of your rollerboard of your suitcase. It was useful and it was fine, but the problem is I would notice that it looked like I was putting undue stress at a very weird angle, an unintended angle by the designer on the handle itself. So I was putting a lot of stress on a handle that wasn't really designed to be pulled in that direction, I don't think. So this was okay for the time being, but the minute I saw this on Amazon, I knew it was a winner. It's got little silicone bits along these gray stripes. These are all silicone. So when you have it on the bag, it's not gonna slip and turn and have your luggage hanging off the side at a weird angle. One of the other benefits, and I think this is important, if you have that Travelpro bag, this may have happened to you, but I've seen it happen to my coworkers. They're going up an escalator, their bag is on one of the steps, their lunch bag or their tote is hanging off the front of their bag on the hook, that little J hook. So they're coming up the escalator, that step that's below their suitcase rises up, lifts their lunch bag up off of the hook. They go this way. Their lunch bag or their tote bag is at the top of the escalator or on the ground. So that hook, super helpful, but I've seen people's bags actually fall off that hook fairly easily. And honestly, I'm a little bit of a paranoid person when it comes to airports, coffee shops, things like that. If my tote bag is just hanging off of my suitcase on a hook and some thief or some malicious sees it's just hanging there, what's stopping them from grabbing it and just running? Just saying. So this really attaches nice and securely to this bag. It's called, I lost that sticker. Oh, it's called Link My Luggage. I think it was 12 bucks. A win, total winner. All right, so you've had a tour of my new luggage, my new piece of luggage by Delsey. Again, it's the SkyMax bag. On their website, it's listed as $180. It's on sale for $89. At Macy's, it's $89. And on Amazon, it's $75. So I got that. And it weighs 6.7 pounds empty versus like 11 pounds for Travelpro. So I am super excited about that. My My Luggage Mini, Link My Luggage, this little cup by, can you read that? Sistema. They have a whole series of like little lunch containers. I love them. So you've already seen my things. So those are the things I can't work without. I have to have with me on every single work trip. So I think there's at least one or two of those things that you might think about investing in, particularly this one. Again, Link My Luggage. That's on Amazon.com for 12 bucks. There you go. You've had a little tour. I'm going to pack my bag real quickly and then jump in bed because I have to wake up in about 8 hours. And then do a little food prep because I didn't do it today. Until I see you again, I will talk to you later. Fly safe. Talk to you later. Bye.